Well, while some landowners are reaping windfalls from the wind, a pilot program in central Oklahoma is allowing farmers to be paid for farming practices that protect water quality. Called carbon sequestration, the process allows landowners to earn carbon credits that can then be bought by industry to offset their emissions. Our Sarah Davis explains.
With their power lines crossing the horizon, Western Farmers Electric Co-op is an established part of rural Oklahoma. Western Farmers is taking part in a new conservation program to make the electricity it sells cleaner. It does this by buying carbon credits from Oklahoma farmers who then neutralize the amount of carbon Western Farmers puts into the air by putting that much back into the ground.
And what we're doing today with Western Farmers Electric is they are purchasing some of the metric tons of carbon that will be sequestered through the agricultural practices that we're undertaking in this watershed to help protect water quality.
Clay Pope is the executive director of the Oklahoma Association of Conservation Districts. And what he is talking about is a program that encourages farmers and ranchers to use new practices which produce better water quality and lowers the amount of carbon in the air.
They officially own that carbon. So
by doing so, farmers earn carbon credits that they can then sell to companies like Western Farmers Electric Co-op.
You can buy carbon credits today online. Could be going for me to convert from conventional tillage to no-till. Could be going for coffee in someone's break room. You really don't know. In Oklahoma, however, you have a certification and verification process if the state system is utilized that when you buy a metric ton of carbon, you can be assured that the state seal of approval is there saying that there is that practice going on the ground.
A verification process that shows companies their money is paying for a better environment.
This type of a program will help us remove some of the carbon we put into the atmosphere and be the first step of moving towards carbon neutral utility.
Gary Roulette is CEO of Western Farmers Electric Co-op and says the program will help not only the environment, but Oklahoma farmers as well.
This is a program that is good for us because it puts the dollars we spend on removing carbon back in our ratepayers' pockets, which is the landowners. If you were just taxed or some type of tax program on the emissions to remove them, it'd take the dollars and move them into a national program somewhere out of Oklahoma. And this is good for the state, better for the state of Oklahoma to keep the dollars here.
Landowner Nadine Burris says she will invest in better farming practices that she believes will help her restore the land to what it once was.
I remember him telling a story that when they came here, a man could ride on a horse down to the river and get in the river where there were no trees and the grass was as high as the horse. You could only see the man bobbing up and down.
Under the program, Burris is planting new vegetation that will help her control erosion on her land, saying she wants to be an example to other landowners, getting as many as possible to join a program she believes is good for the environment.
If it's, first of all, cleans up the water for going on into Oklahoma City, but when you want to enjoy the river, you don't have to be afraid of it being polluted. If everybody gets on the bandwagon, we get this accomplished.
Helping Oklahoma landowners, while also having a positive impact on worldwide climate change.
Well, and we're excited because if you look at some of the discussion on climate change legislation in Washington, D.C., we're hoping that we're somewhat guiding the debate a little bit by setting up a model.
A model that Pope hopes to spread from rural Oklahoma to the rest of the nation.